Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. To our returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. And if you're just joining me for the very first time, thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what guys, we're about to have a ride of a lifetime. Like you all know, the reunion ended last night and it was nothing short of amazing. For me personally, I feel that most of the beefs in the house was squashed. A lot of people could vent their anger, talk about how they felt about people who offended them in the house and outside of the house. And in the long run, most of the housemates ended up becoming happy with themselves.
Thank you for giving us our most successful season yet. Thanks for the drama. Thanks for the joy you brought to the continent. I mean, I've been to a few countries on the continent since this season ended, and I've heard stories, Liberia, South Africa, and people are so in love with what you guys have done for them. Hopefully, there's more positivity going forward. We've gotten some reconciliation. We hope for more.
One of the beefs that I think was not settled, or one of the differences I think was not settled, was the Lekon and Enrique difference. But that's by the way, right? So after yesterday's reunion, right, we saw online that Enrique and Nengi are following themselves. Long before now, they had unfollowed themselves, and of course, this got a lot of people, Big Brother Naija fanatics and Big Brother Naija fans, talking about, hey, why did these two girls unfollow each other? Of course, they've got probably one of the biggest fan base. We have the Ninjas, we've got the Elites, and of course, I think Lakers also got a very fantastic and massive fan base, the Icons, right? But seeing this yesterday just showed to us that the reunion was worth it. Regardless of whatever it was, whoever talked to them, whatever it was, I don't know if it was a strategy, but what we saw yesterday, the fact that Nengi and Enrique are following each other, very good for the fans especially, because a lot of time, you know, the fans, the Ninjas, the Elites are at war with each other once in a while, you know, the Elites and the Icons. I hope that very soon Lekon and Enrique will make up. That's if it's really necessary, right? I don't know if it's necessary. It doesn't really matter, right, whether they follow themselves or not, but I think that it would be good for the Big Brother Naija world, the Big Brother Naija fans, to see that their people, their celebrities, their idols are at peace with each other. And in the long run, it will make a lot of sense and squash the whole hate and the whole fight that happens on social media. One of the things that happened yesterday after the reunion was also seeing that Enrique tweeted thanking Big Brother for the platform. And of course, we could see V commenting on Enrique's post, and for me personally, I was like, this is good, because right there at the reunion, it didn't look like V and Enrique were going to talk.
So do I feel like I need to have a conversation with Erica? No.
But guess what? V commented on Enrique's post, and Enrique responded. And I feel that this is a very good one. I hope that this will also help, you know, translate into Lekon and Enrique. We might just be shocked to see that Lekon and Enrique will also make up. But seeing what the fact that V is a Lekon's guy, you know, she's a diehard friend of Lekon, right? And seeing that Enrique and V, who they said in the house that they didn't care about each other, especially Tolani Badge, who is Enrique's friend, saying she didn't care about V, and seeing what Enrique and V are talking about on social media, I think that this would go a long way, you know, to smoothing the relationship that is between Lekon and Enrique. Somehow, I think it's going to help in some type of way. We also saw the fact that Prince has opened his hairline, right? We knew that back in the house, Prince was the guy who could make hair for ladies, he could barb the guys' hair and all of that. And right now, he has opened his hairline. This has been something that has been a long time coming. A lot of people would have expected to see this immediately after they got out of the house, but I think it's a perfect time to launch all of this, because we're in the final week that precedes the start of the Big Brother Naija Season 6. And right now, because everybody's talking about them and talking about how they did at the reunion, I think it's a good time for Prince to have just, you know, launched his hairline. And I think a lot of people, a lot of fans will be excited about that. One thing that stood out for me during the in the comment section was also seeing Nengi saying, well done, Jerry, and I mean, just congratulating him and of course celebrating his win with him. One of the positive things that the reunion brought out was the fact that we saw also pen a very long note to all the housemates, where he started talking about each of the housemates one after the other, telling them their strengths, congratulating them, and saying, you know what, we're looking forward to a brighter future and all of that. And of course, he mentioned each of the housemates, where he started with Lekon, saying, our winner, your story and music will change the world. He said to Dorothy, your business drive and enthusiasm will continue to take you across the globe. For Nengi, he said, you're smart and hardworking. You're on a great path the world would see. For Neo, he said, may your energy continue to open doors for you across the globe. For V, he said, from hearing show to watching you host, your voice will be heard across the globe. And I went on and on about Tricky T, Kidwire, Prince. He said, Mr. Nigeria, longest ever, you will carry that energy and do great things across the globe. We talked about Tolani, Wethoni, Brighto, Eric, Tochi, and of course Lucy. He also went ahead to say this about Erika, saying, may your movies bring us to learn, love, and laugh across the globe. He talked about praise, Kaisha, Lilo, may all your healthy meals keep us away from sickness. For Katrina, he said, may your drive for success be seen across the world. And of course, he said a big thank you to MultiChoice, DSTV, Gold TV, and of course, all the sponsors, and above all, to the fans. Also now made a very final, valid advice. He said, may we remember that we may not love each other, but be respectful of each other, and above all, there are no boundaries with an ounce of hope. I personally feel that this year's set, their head is correct. Why do I say that? When the reunion started, we were expecting a lot of drama, a lot of heat, and of course we saw it. But I think that they've all learned their lessons. Most of them have learned their lessons, saying, see, this life, in the long run, we're all going to leave this world. And whatever it is, you don't want to keep grudges and keep, beef with people who you should be friends with, even not necessarily friends, have a cordial relationship with. But in the long run, we see the fact that most of these housemates, in the long run, made up with themselves, and right now, they are on a path to greatness. One of the things that stood out for me was Kaisha's own. Kaisha didn't come out to say anything, so she came out to give a very healing and brimstone prayer. Let me read it out to you. Kaisha said, they tried to paint me bad, but they have forgotten that I have God on my side, because he said in his word, behold, they shall surely gather, but not by God. Whosoever shall gather against me shall fall for my sake. Of course, Kaisha, we understand, amen. We know that nobody's gathering against you. But this is it, Kaisha. I feel that nobody's gathering against Kaisha. I just feel that Kaisha needs to blend in, understand the fact that nobody hates her. Of course, she has a valid prayer. Everybody who prays against their enemies and all of that. But in the long run, nobody's against Kaisha. I don't even think that Lucy, who she had an issue with or had a fight with, is against her, because Lucy said yesterday that, see, all beefs are squashed, nothing more. I don't hold anybody in my heart, and that's it. Finally, Neo had his birthday last night, and of course, it was nothing short of amazing. A lot of his housemates were there. Of course, we saw Ozzo, and we saw Ozzo, and he was spraying money back and forth to themselves, and I think that they've got a very fantastic friendship. Now, before I leave, I want to ask you this question. Who is the most hated housemate in the history of Big Brother Naija? Is it T-Boss? Is it Cece? Is it Tasha? Or is it Erika? I need you to go to the comment section and of course let us continue our conversations there. It is a roadmap to the season 6, and of course I'm going to be bringing you tips by tips and all the things that come up before the proper show starts. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what, you get notified whenever I post a video. We're on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at Femi Daniel. And until next time I come your way very soon, it's bye for now.